Happy Friday, beautiful souls, and welcome to Spiritually Her. This is your safe space to explore the magic of inner work, grow your confidence, and embrace your self worth as the ultimate superpower. I'm Terrika Surrenity, your host and guide on this transformative journey. Here, we're breaking barriers, we're rewriting our stories, and stepping fully into that girl energy together. So grab your favorite drink, let's settle in, and let's vibe. Your next level starts right now. Happy Friday, guys! And welcome back to another episode of Spiritually Her. Okay. Um, guys, if you cannot tell already by the energy that I am exuding right now, that I am so happy to be chatting, connecting with you guys today. And plus, it's fucking Friday. So I hope that all of you guys are having a beautiful Friday thus far and have some great plans ahead of yourself for this weekend. And guys, I hope that you tapped into last week's episode with our guest, Randy Lassman. The episode was very powerful for the girls. And so, guys, we do look forward to hearing your feedback. The episode has been doing very well. So, thank you guys for supporting her. Next week, we're going to have like some very good interviews that are going to be coming up and coming forth. But as far as today, you guys have me, your hostess with the mostest, Terrika Surrenity. And listen, today's message is personal, powerful, and it's for the girls who knows that she's outgrowing her old life, but is scared to take that leap towards the unknown, that place of uncertainty. But you feel this push to go. But it's like you're right at the edge and you're just like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna stay where I'm safe. So, listen, we're gonna talk everything out and we're going to come to the realization that that place of uncertainty would be your breakthrough moment. All right. So, first of all, guys, just to jump through on the energy we have been experiencing this week. Okay, so we already know we had the super full moon on June the 11th. And if that energy wasn't enough already, like let's put in your cycle starting on that same day as well. Okay? Like I feel like my cycle in Mother Nature was like, hey girl, lay down. So I listened, I was obedient, and I did get some rest and I gave myself some space because I could really tell that there was a lot of energy that my body was deciphering through. And if anyone else has been feeling this to where you might have some old things, some old viewpoints or old experiences in the past or whatever to come forward in the forefront is because you are meant to release, you are meant to let go. And what we're doing right here, right now on Spiritually Her is letting go of that old, stagnant energy, beliefs, thought process, whatever. We're releasing that so that we can quantum jump and quantum leap into the version of ourselves that we want to be in, okay? And guys, I feel like not only did I need this episode, I feel like this is an episode that you guys needed too. Because we are, in a sense, all connected. So let's talk about quantum leaping. All right. And I know sometimes people are like, ugh, I hear so much about quantum leaping. What is that? I've been getting those types of responses when it comes to my TikTok videos and everything. So we're going to get into it right here, right now. All right. So I want you guys to consider quantum leaping as collapsing time. It's basically saying I no longer am available for playing it small. It's about becoming the version of you that already exists in the spirit and basically pulling her into the now. So ultimately, aligning with your higher self. Okay? But we're trying to do it. It's like a cheat code, guys. That's what we're going to think about it. The spiritually her cheat code to quantum leaping. All right, clock that. Clock it. All right, so I do want to get into the truth that no one really talks about when it comes down to quantum leaping, though. Like, as far as anything, taking that leap is scary. All right, it's not supposed to feel safe and cozy, and it's not going to feel like your comfort zone. It's not supposed to make perfect sense. It's supposed to feel like this excitement and fear mixed together. That is the energetic sign that you're on the edge of a breakthrough. So, just going to drop this little gem right here. When you have the feeling of fear, it is not always a no, you shouldn't do this. Fear is often just our nervous system's way of responding to something new, something bigger, something unknown. But if it excites you and scares you, that is not a red flag. That is a green light. So many people and women stop right there. It's like we would get right there to the edge and we know we have this safety gear on. We know that we're going to land, but it's like, I don't know where I'm going to land at. I don't know, but I'm excited. I want to do this, but what if this happens? And we start to going into all of these negatives of what could happen. But what if the best thing that you could possibly think of is what actually is the outcome? Is is it worth you not taking that leap? Because I know sometimes for people, um, they would rather stay where they're comfortable and not risk going after their dreams. But for me, I feel like I can't sit in the same spot and wonder what if. I don't want to get to the end of my life and think of, damn, I should have taken more chances. I should have taken more risks. Who knows where I'll be? Because, like Glorilla said, at the end of the day has to end. And for me, it's like, why not go after everything? Even if it's scary, even if I don't know if it's going to be successful or if it's going to flop, it's the fact that you did it and you had this courage to do it. And I feel like most of this is all about learning who you are in this moment, learning that you are this fearless boss bitch that is able to conquer your fears, even if it is bigger, even if it is something new or if it is unknown. It's because the fact that you pushed yourself to try. So many women stop at the edge. They confuse the fear with, oh, that's not meant for me. But one thing, your spirit, your intuition, and that gut instinct, that doesn't lie. And if it's something that lights you up, if you keep dreaming about it, if your heart skips a beat when you think about it, you can envision it, That is God talking to you through your desires. Now, here's how to quantum leap this weekend. Okay, I want you guys to give yourself the opportunity. It doesn't have to be something that is major or big, but I really feel like for a lot of people that are afraid of taking risk, that this may be a thing for you to do to open your eyes, for you to see just how supported you are by Source, by your spirit team, by your angels, your ancestors. You have so much support that is around you, and even your higher self. Your higher self is not going to allow you to fall. And I will say that is your higher self is not going to allow you to fall flat on your face. But if you take that jump, you have to take that jump with no expectations and follow the journey and have trust because it is the unknown. Where you land may not be your expectations, but it's going to be exactly where you need to be to go to the next landing. Now, so we're going to be taking some notes, guys. All right, so with the quantum leap this weekend, and trust me, I'll be doing this too, and I actually did this last week as well. But for this week, especially with all of the energy from the moon and etc., we're going to do this. For number one, the first thing I need you guys to do is to get clear on your next level self. Who is she? What does she wear? How does she think? What does she do in the mornings? Are her mornings slow? Like, I need you to say yes and no to this next level self. Journal it out. Embody her energy today, not later. I need you to step into her right now. But I need you to write out who she is. And then we're going to go to number two. Make one bold move. Now, I'm not telling you to make 10 or anything. I just need you to make one bold move that is out of your comfort zone based off who is your next level self that you are leaping into that timeline, okay? So when I say that bold move, send the email, book the call, like launch the idea, post the content, the video, um, book yourself for that coaching class, get the mentor, take the class, whatever is needed. That is something that you would normally not do or something you've been second guessing. Okay? It's the action that signals to the universe that I am ready. Three, this is the most, to me, the hardest part. Regulate your nervous system. Okay? I know this may be the hardest part because for me, I'm a control freak. And I'd like to know where I'm going, what I'm doing. How long is this going to take? Like, I need to know these things, and that could be just my neurodivergency that is coming through. However, regulate your nervous system because you may start to feel fear, and then that little negative voice might start to speak negatively to get you to second guess yourself, to get you to stay right where you are. But that fear that you feel, I don't need you to castrate's it and make it feel like it's your enemy because it's not your enemy. Okay? That fear, I need you to breathe through it. I need you to dance. I need you to take a walk. I know for me, guys, this might be weird, but I will sometimes just tap my fingertips like on my face and have a full fledged tapping session on my big cheeks, okay? But it regulates my nervous system. It lets my body know that, okay, I am safe. I am safe to expand. This is something that is different for me, but I am safe. Because ultimately, our nervous system is sometimes operating based off of past, our past experiences. And sometimes we feel like every experience will end up the same, but it won't. And if you constantly have that viewpoint or fear and allow that fear to stop you, then you'll ultimately stay where you are. But I feel like it's worth the risk. And I feel like you guys feel the same way as well. Now, going into number 4, release the how. This is a hard one too. I know we have a lot of listeners based off the comments and responses that we get that you know we like to know the how. We can be very analytical. It needs to sometimes make sense to us, but in spirituality, it's not going to make sense to you. And it is not your job to make sense of everything. The how is God's job. The how is the universe's job. That's your spirit team. They're working behind the scenes, guys. And just to give you this analogy, it's like you are on the stage, you are the main character. You cannot worry about what's going on behind the scenes. Just know you have support behind you to keep the show rolling. But while you're on the front stage, you have to do your part and just show up, even if it's uncomfortable, even if the audience is not that many people. You keep going because it's people in the background. They're connecting, they're networking, they're calling, they're putting your names in rooms that you don't even know about. And suddenly, because you've stayed there on that stage, even when you're uncomfortable, suddenly people start coming through the door. They start taking seats, they start clapping, they start applauding you. So don't worry about the how. That is not your field, okay? Your job is to stay in alignment, stay in motion, stay in the belief that it's going to happen. You may not know how, you might not even know when, but it's going to. And the last thing, speak as if it is already done. I'm already living in the reality where I feel at peace, I feel aligned, I feel lit up every day by what I do. Start talking like the woman you see in the mirror. Start talking like the woman you see when you close your eyes and you envision yourself walking into these rooms, standing on that stage, doing whatever it is that you feel called to do, that you want to do, whatever that desire is. Start talking like her. It's already done. And know it. Clock it. Can't nobody tell you shit. All right? You are her and will be her always. Don't start to feeling like you are an imposter or anything. Don't let the fear block you from your breakthrough, from your blessings, from your place, your spot, your abundance. Okay? So I hope you guys wrote that down. If you didn't, save the episode, come back to it, then get your notes, share it with someone else that needs to also hear this message. Okay, guys? But also, I do want to say this before you guys leave me this Friday, but If you've been waiting for the perfect time, it will always be now. Don't wait for someone to tell you that you are ready. You do not need permission. You are ready. You've been ready. Even if you feel like it's too late, you're not too late. No, you did not miss your chance. The opportunity is always there when you choose it. You're on the edge of a quantum shift, and the only thing left for you to do is leap. Take the leap. Remember, your spiritually her assignment for the weekend. Visualize your higher self and your let her, that higher self, that higher version of you guide your decisions. Say yes to the things that excite you this weekend, even if you're scared. And trust deeply, radically, hell, boldly that everything will align once you move. All right, guys. So if this episode hit home for you and you're like, okay, I'm done playing small and I'm ready to leap, but I don't want to do it alone, then listen, connect with me. I got you. Guys, as always, this is a community, and I love when you guys reach out to me, when you share the episodes, when you review the episode. All right, let's map out our quantum leap together. I love you. I mean it. I see you. I believe in you. And yeah, it's time to leap, guys. All right. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Spiritually Her. I hope you felt inspired, empowered, and ready to take the next step on your journey. If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's keep the conversation going. You can connect with me on TikTok at Serenity 101. That's SURRENITY 101. And on Instagram at spiritually.her. I love to hear your thoughts, breakthroughs, or even what topics you want to dive into next. Until next time, remember, your power is already within you. Keep shining and simply stay spiritually her. Bye.